on our capitals, also a small town like Avrig can contribute in this sense. I will start with the end picture. Avrig, a center for renewable energy, focusing on resources, technology and processes, and by the end, a happy urban environment. Homes which are heated from renewable sources. The electricity is coming from renewable sources. Those homes should be efficient, green, CO2, neutral, and in the end, the green town. To fulfill this vision or this program, we are presenting our idea in the Covenant of Mayors. We had an application in Life Plus, Interreg 4C, Intelligent Energy in Europe, the National Association of Energy Cities, which is OR, the 7th framework, and like you know, in the URBACT program under the Urban Energy Project, which I will come later to and give more information about. Vision and mission statement. Our program is based on a clear determination how Avrig should look in the future and what their role should be on regional and national level here in Romania. Our vision sounds as follows. Avrig will become one of the Romanian's leading center for renewable energy by 2020 and aims to become energy independent by 2030. We will achieve this probably much earlier, and it will be a process which will be solved with one big power station. But the program is focusing on developing a methodology, developing a model which should be reproduced in another 100 Romanian cities, but why not also in other countries. As a result, or the output of this program, this will result in new jobs, lower utility bills, and a town or a city that is known as a good place to invest, work, live, and visit. I highlighted the word known. Known means branding, means marketing, means get the spotlight on Avrig and develop further industries and attract further investment. The local energy program is focusing on a global trend, energy. When I became a mayor, I was asking myself which would be an industry or a sector which will be very relevant in future. And I know that Avrig has a big potential in tourism, but I decided to go for energy because it's more relevant for all of us. Contribute to the sustainable development of communities, another objective of the program. Encouraging the decentralization process in the energy sector, because if we want to modernize the energy sector, we need to come up with many small production units which will replace our big power stations based on nuclear power or on other fossil fuels. It's focusing in the development of synergy between technologies and processes. My idea is here going away from treating or from analyzing a technology individual. My idea is to combine technologies to get synergy out of these processes. Underlines the important role of small and medium-sized communities in the fight against climate change. Again, we need to act also very locally, and many small communities will have a bigger impact on the end than one big player in the context of climate change and renewable energy from renewable sources. Will serve as a development model for other communities in Romania and in other countries, also a basic objective of this initiative. In this program, we have 3 basic implementation pillars. We are focusing on the involvement of stakeholders, building a consortium around this idea. We're focusing on resources and processes, which together will achieve a strategic impact. When we speak about stakeholders, I would like to mention here just a few of them, because during the last 2.5 years, many partners came on this idea and support in a certain way or in a particular way our program. In the scientific and academic field, I would like to highlight the Romanian Committee for Electrotechnical, the National Research Institute for Electric Engineering Development, the University Lucian Blaga in Sibiu, where I would like to greet the presence of 2 professors, the Transylvania University in Brașov, and the Romanian Academy of Science. This is a consortium linked to our idea, to our vision, and our common goal is to develop the Romanian energy model here in the Sibiu County. We are focusing on getting funding, European, governmental, local programs. The repair project contribute in a very special way to this initiative or to this program. I can say I learned a lot visiting several cities and speaking to you or with you about my idea or my program. The Elena facility, the Covenant of Mayors, again, Intelligent Energy Europe. Greenhouse is a national program focusing on efficiency. The national program for increase of energy efficiency in housing blocks. Very important, investors who will benefit in one way, that this project or this program will increase their marketing activities if they invest in renewable energy in Avrig. Also the community is a big beneficiary, the local community, but also the micro-regional communities, those towns around Avrig, which will have a direct benefit. It's important sponsors. Here we are now negotiating with Siemens, with General Electric, with ABB. Those sponsors are important to link the private sector into the program. And we invite them to take the responsibility of a certain area of Avrig and implement their technology in this area, that it become by the end a showcase of Siemens technology, a showcase of ABB or another important player in this field. Last, but very important, mass media. It's important to speak about this program, to make it known, and let the community, the local community, but also regional or national, on national level, get involved and get informed about this procedure or this program. Because it's a quite complex program, we had to develop a local structure to manage it and to become more operative in this sense. We divided in 3 levels. We have a general representing of the program, which means corporate social responsibility and marketing. In this sense, is responsible my colleague Mirela Petrar for this part, which is here on stage. The level 2 is the program implementation as an operational structure. We developed, or we start with the NF Avrig as a company owned by the local council, which is responsible on project level, responsible for the biomass, the biogas power station, for solar panels, thermal insulation, and so on. They are dealing with the investors, negotiating and assist them in the development process on local level. Then, to consolidate or to make it more possible to happen by the end, to focus on education and training. We visited Avrig yesterday, and maybe this evening we will have also a look on the Gheorghe Lazar High School. This is a project which is financed by the European Union, and there an education institution will be set up focusing on renewable energy. This means that in this high school, the professional work should be trained In conclusion, education and training need to be a strategic step in this program. The program is focusing on microhydro, on biomass, biogas, photovoltaic panels, and distribution networks for linking heat to the residential and industrial areas. On this map, we can see where every power plant or every investment should be located. Official documents regarding the energy planning at local level. It is a process, how I said, it started 2.5 years ago. We had a lot of local decisions where the politicians have to take the responsibility for this development strategy. And it started by the development of the energy master plan. This master plan was a document. We analyzed the potential on local level. Where do we have a river to make hydropower? Do we have enough land to produce the raw material for biomass or biogas? And step by step, this the legal framework to promote a local program was shaped and developed. This is not saying. Oh, sorry. European national projects in the field of energy efficiency and environmental protection on Avrig level. A very important project is the Avrig ecosystem for waste management, was financed by European structural funds. Is implementing a system to select waste and to manage waste more efficient. The National Greenhouse Program, founded by the Environmental Fund. The national program regarding the implementation of green parks in urban areas, also financed by the Environmental Fund. Urban Energy, the first phase in URBAC 2. And again, the national program for thermo-isolation of housing blocks. What I want to say that on national level, there are many initiatives which are already going on in this field. And we try in Avrig to link them together, to further develop them on local level, and create a synergy between. I give an example later on the refurbishment of housing blocks. When we're focusing on housing blocks, there were several technologies or several initiatives which should be installed or implemented. The drawing shows 10 blocks in any housing area in Avrig, where the following measures should take place. We are planning the replacement of individual heating system with a centralized one based on biomass or biogas with a central heating distribution system. The thermal insulation of the houses, again another efficiency measure. Replacement of standard bulbs with energy efficient ones that we communicate to the local, to the people, the difference in using the right equipment. Assembling of photovoltaic panels on the roofs, the creation of a smart grid at area level, and smart metering devices in the apartments. All those measures in the end will decrease the energy consumption, probably with more than 50%. And in the same time, we will produce renewable energy on the roofs. In conclusion, the Urban Energy Project aims to transform residential areas from energy consumers into energy producers. We have to see on what degree this will be possible. It will be 40%, 30%. We will start, and hopefully in the next years, new technologies will come which can be linked to this program. We are preparing a resubmission of urban energy in the URBAC 2 program and look forward to develop an interesting network for this issue around Europe.